Hello. Alright, what's up, guys, ladies and gentlemen? If there's any viewers out there, we got another match from the WPA sanctioned, which means World Pool Association. To get sanctioned by the World Pool Association, you got to put a lot of effort and put on a great event. And there's a lot of money in this event. It's the HEYBALL Parasport World Championship from the Los Angeles Convention Center. I'm TvMike. I'm at home producing this in association with Digital Pool, so I can just not be bored. But we got more matches that I can do the next couple days. I was gonna do a 3 or 1 o'clock match, but I got too many things going on when I got in front of my computer with my other business, so I decided not to do that. And then Thumper from Michigan, also known as Russell. Everyone calls him Thumper, who we've done his other 2 games. Was like, yeah, bro, I'm playing at 6. I was like, okay, well, I can probably do that one. So hit that share button. I can't share on Facebook too much. Anyone in Michigan would probably like to watch and root on Thumper, so please do that for me. And you can check this out on YouTube and Facebook, and very shortly I'll be doing some streams on TikTok. I just need a couple hundred more followers. I was like, Camacho, isn't that like a boxing dude? He's from Puerto Rico, and the first time I've seen him, this is the standing event, so if you can stand, you can play in this event if you got qualified and reached out through there was some elaborate process of playing in this event. I think a lot of people were invited, really, but people from all over the world are playing in this event, and it's very tough. These tables are the biggest character in this tournament. Talk about characters in pool. This is the biggest character. It's mean. Tight pockets, like 4-inch pockets. I have not seen a player wow. I've not seen a player with, I guess, a height deficit. I mean, it's all players with some sort of muscular, skeletal disability, so to speak. Ability or disability. But that's got to be really challenging. I mean, this table is just going to make you cry, to be honest with you. I don't care who you are, really. The player which I've seen probably make the balls in the most natural fashion was, I think it was Lee from China. He had no hands. He had arms up to his forearms, but he had his alignment down that he could just drain these balls center pocket pretty good. Wow, that is just wild just to have the effort to get up and get up to the pool table. I mean, wow. Tough to reach. A little bit outside. I had some people compliment us on some of the stuff we did here. Referee? I mean, what? He was... What's the question, sir? Was it a stop? I mean, is it a shot clock? I will tell you there's a 2-hour match time. So no matter what the score is, yeah, no matter what the score is, if it's 2 hours into the match, whoever's ahead is the winner, unless it's tied. And if it is tied, it goes into a shootout. I'm trying to see this bracket here. The brackets are on Digital Pool. So yeah, this is the B side. Carlos won his previous match against a player from ZA, Zimbabwe, I think. And then yesterday, we know that Thumper lost to Lead Chody. Well, it's an X, so I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but. And then he won his first match in a shootout. But if he wins here, he's still got a chance to get to the second stage, which is a redraw single. I think it's a redraw. I mean, I don't know how you would just jump into a single elimination tournament without redrawing, or maybe they just have it mapped out already. It's Digital Pool Stage 2. Stage 2 matches are underway in the wheelchair division as well. Or there's going to be after today's rounds of play. There's some games at 8:30. Maybe we'll do some at 8:30, but and I also did a game with Charlie Hans last night. Charlie's a really strong wheelchair player from Ohio, national champion. But he couldn't get the job done against the man from Ireland. Dinsmore. It was a good match. He had chances. He just couldn't. I mean, the pockets, the table. He couldn't just overcome it. I think the more you play on these tables, the more you're going to get comfortable with playing on them. But obviously, the table's not going to get bigger pockets. You're just going to get more accurate with your shot making. Learning speed, and you don't want to put speed on these balls unless you're dead heart of the pocket. If you're a little bit outside and you got speed on it, it's not even going in. It's going to get spit out. Well, Thumper could have got better on this 7. Leaves Carlos really difficult positions because he's short and he's got to reach in the middle of the table. Really got to take a look at the shots on these tables. You trying to tell me this camera's acting up again? Oh man, if it does this, I'm just gonna flip out, lose interest. One of yesterday's games was that way. Man, that's real tough. I'm not even sure that ball went by there, but a lot of times, like I've said previously, doing some of these games, it doesn't hurt to just push the ball close to the pocket to kind of set it up, to make it easier to make. Oh, there you go. Man, these guys are incredible to want to play this game. Not too fast here. I mean, it's I would start crying if I started playing these tables. At least he didn't move the 8 too far away from the pocket. I mean, the move here is to try to play safe, but it's not very easy to do. Wow. That's a heck of a shot in the side pocket. Well, I mean, if he can stretch this out a little bit, make a little accurate shot, roll up, he's got a good chance to finish this rack here. It's just all about making the ball, which is very difficult to do. He's overcutting the shot when he goes through the ball. Nice rolling ball. Didn't try to fire it. Just tried to, he trusted it. I mean, these tables are probably really nice to play on. They do have a 3-inch slate on them. So it's not like a valley is going to roll off all over the place. told gotta speed up. Well, that's the thing. I mean, if it is a race to 7 and there's still a 2-hour shot clock on it, it's not really a race to 7. It's a race to whoever's ahead before 2 hours is up, is what it is. I mean, if you win 3 games, you win the first 3 games, all you gotta do is just play around. You ain't gotta try to win. Just run the clock out. I mean, I'm not like trying to say like that's a valid strategy, but you use whatever rule set you're given. I mean, if you're playing in a Fargo tournament and you know it's 650 and under, and you know that you're underrated, you're going to play in a tournament as long as you're 650 or under. If you know, I mean, you're going to use the system. And if I was them, I would have done a race to 5 with the 2-hour shot clock, or not even have the shot clock. Then you're really going to see who can play because nobody's in a hurry. I mean, I get the reason for having time matches because they have other scheduled matches, but whatever the format is, you have to learn how to analyze it and figure out how to make it work for you. I mean, honestly, that ball probably would have gone in a diamond. He wasn't that far off the mark. But because the shape of the pocket and the challenging aspect of these tables, I think this is the toughest table to play on, like ever. 4-inch pockets built like a snooker table. There's a nice hole. Oops. Ball in hand. That pocket is swallowing cue balls, though. It doesn't do the players any favors, probably, not to have access to one of these tables. I don't know if there's even one in the state of Ohio. I mean, I would play that one while it's there if he can somehow reach it. Sorry guys, I'm a little distracted. I'm doing other stuff too, but let's see. That's a decent little shot there. Kind of like a safety, really. The only thing he sees is the 10 ball, so I guess it wasn't that safe, but pretty close to being safe. Anytime you can limit your opponent from options of directions of shooting or choices or decisions, it's probably a good shot. If I'm Thumper, I'm getting the 13 out of there, really. Because still 4 balls left to run on this 9-footer is a lot. He needs a he needs an 8-inch rear extension. A 6-inch middle extension from a Jacoby. Like obviously that shot, that's a safety more or less, but if he can move the 3 or steal the pocket, actually making the ball is fantastic. If you leave the cue ball where it is, oh my goodness. Obviously there's a lot of luck involved in that. There's a really nice shot. Ooh. Well, I would just bunt that ball and draw to the short rail. Just play a safety. Keep the cue ball down there. He's trying to actually make this inside. Well, I mean, it wouldn't have been a bad decision if he didn't get ball in hand. Even if he does miss the ball on the side, the important thing is playing cue ball. You got to control weighting. I'm sure you heard that before. One more shot. I mean, if he doesn't make this 8-ball, this 4-ball is pretty appetizing for the side pocket, but he does make it. Especially where he left the cue ball. I mean, he would have left him out. And probably hung the 8 in the corner. Let's see. We're into this match 44 minutes already. It's hard to believe, really, but these games take quite a while. And there's only a 2-hour time limit, so how can you finish the race to 7, really? If it's a close match, I don't see anyone finishing it. Let me run this promo here. Why not? This is our new fireworks application launched for Fire Sticks and Android devices. If you got an iPhone, you can hit us up for another platform. But you get all your movies, TV series, all your sports, and 24/7 channels. You get your dog TV. You get your billiard TV. You can sign up at facebook.com/letsgetstreaming to send me a message. Use that QR code in the top right, and we'll see you soon. Yeah, he could probably get some pretty good power on a bright. He's low center of gravity to the table. Doesn't have to reach far. Put the cue ball where he wants. You don't see too many of these guys breaking where more than half the balls go to the other side of the table. How much of an advantage that is on such a difficult equipment is probably not negligible, really noticeable. I'll tell you, that's got to be so frustrating playing that table. I will tell you though, because I have learned this from doing some of this event, the Joy organization paid for some of the players' airfare from I think just Los Angeles. Like half the expenses or something. I mean, plus they provided food for all the competitors for the entire duration of the event. So there's probably like a players area that's furnished with goodies. Now they're trying to get this event, they're working towards getting this to be an Olympic I don't know if it would be one of the demo events, like exhibition. They have like how they had breakdancing. I mean, I thought it was cool. And because of the international flair or nature, just the general business model of Joy tables, and you know the affinity of snooker been all over the world. You know, you go to India, they play snooker. They don't play bar table 9-ball like we do. I mean, I could see them doing that. Now, whether it's going to be for parasport or open, like pro players, I could see them having both options. See that pocket? I mean, he shot it in the pocket, really. But it just spit it out because it wasn't hard of the pocket. Little combination here for Carlos. You might want to play the 9 here. Maybe we get to the 10 afterwards. Not so much on that side, but kind of have to play it now. If anything, I would just well, this isn't so bad. He's repositioning the 13, but whatever that ball is. But you could have like back cut the 10, not really to make it, just kind of to push it over by the pocket. I mean, in this game, I've noticed that stealing pockets and taking, like, I mean, he missed, but that pocket, you know, is not going nowhere. If there was a stripe in that vicinity, it's useless until that other ball is put in the hole. I remember years ago, before I even really played pool, just hit balls in bars and stuff like that when I was a kid. There was players that used to think they were really good because they would miss on purpose and just put the ball by the hole, take up the hole. And people actually use that as a strategy. They're like, well, if my ball's there, you can't make a ball. And they just, like, plug up the whole table. You don't see too many people try to do that these days. But on this table, you might want to do it somewhat intentionally. And even if you end up just missing, you're pretty much taking a hole anyway. Because the ball is not going to go past another ball if it's even close to the pocket, because these are 4-inch pockets. I seen a guy miss that almost exact shot like 3 feet away from the pocket just because he hit the ball a little too thick and it rattled. And if he made that, he would have had a chance to get right on the 8. That's a nice shot on the 10. I would go up table, make it or miss it, because you're probably going to get over here for this 13. That's a nice one. See, he's over here for the 13 now. I would play the 13 and just, you got to put a little bit of pace on this ball and move the cue ball out to possibly get a shot on the 11 in the corner. Just kind of scared to hit. Well, maybe he's playing 4 on the side, but it's so difficult to be confident in shot maker on these tables. I can't stress it enough. I mean, somebody was like, "What happened, Charlie?" They're like, "Play your game, Charlie. We know you're a champion." He's like, "Man," he's like, "These are 4-inch pockets with round corners. You don't understand." You know, they say about like bar tables being like the great equalizer. Like, there's a lot of players that play really good on a bar table. This is like the reverse. It's an equalizer because both players have the same, or at least, difficulty in pocketing balls on table. Another thing you got to watch out for with these rules, it's all ball fouls. So if you're like in the way of yourself, or you can't, like, you got one guy gave up the ball in hand because when he was placing his cue on the table with his one hand, he ended up moving another ball. Normally in our bar pool, we just say, "That's good, just move it back." But no, it cost him the rack, actually. All right, we got, well, man, I mean, all you had to do is go through that ball a little bit cleaner, get some more energy, get over close to the 5. You would have had a pretty reasonable shot on the 8. This is extremely unrealistic to pocket this ball. Back cut, I mean, yeah, it's not happening. So, what would be the ideal position here? You want to maybe make the 6? Oh, it's going for the bank up table. Very daring. Very daring shot. All right. This is a good opportunity for Russell. Thumper. Probably play the 5-6 and leave the 5 in the hole. This is like a 1-pocket shot. I would say you play the 5 here, just pocket speed a hair right. Trying to hold this just a little bit spin, not too much power though. Otherwise, you end up with something like this. So you probably should have just cinched it in, like brought your purse to the table, hit it with your purse, probably would have been out. Really, I mean, here, this 8-ball is very threatening. It can be made probably anywhere on this bottom side of the table just by thinning it. If he can put this in front of it, which probably what he wanted to do, but I think he gave Carlos the game. He needs one, so let's get it done. You're not going to scratch here either, so you just want to make this ball medium speed. There you go. The great equalizer is this table. It's literally a 9-foot snooker table. So if you want to see what this is like, try to find a 10-foot snooker table and play 8-ball on it. Pretty close. There's not many snooker tables around anymore. And most of them there are 10 or 12 actually. In Detroit we had lots of these 12-foot tables. And people would play snooker, and they'd also play a game called golf, G-O-L-F, on it. And it was a really interesting game, very high skill level to play that game. But you don't see them no more. They take up so much room. You're not going to go in a typical bar or anything like that and find one. Two to one in a race of 7, or whoever is ahead after a 2-hour time limit will be the winner. Every table has a referee. Some have 2, some have 1.5. If the guy needs help, he calls his buddy over. When they did the shootouts, they had one person spot the ball and they had the other person spot the cue ball, so they could get it done quickly. Got a few people watching. I would, I mean, I would just leave something long here. Just thin off the ball and put it like in the jaws of the pocket, or if you wanted to, you can slowly kick at this ball. But I would just do something like what he's doing here. Yeah. Just get through the inning. Don't leave a high percentage shot for your opponent. Well, that certainly wasn't a high percentage shot, but he made it really nice there. This table makes me tired. It's so big. Walk around the table on my couch, you know, that wears you out. I do these like 16-hour days doing streams and state tournaments and stuff like that. It's exhausting. And I'm not even playing pool. These guys are actually playing. This 8-ball is pretty protected. I would think he just hits this ball down here a little bit firm just to open it up. Whether or not he makes this bank shot or not is almost irrelevant. He just wants to get it open. It's in a good spot. Okay, hello, sir. Can play safe here, hit the 3 in the face, whether or not you're really trying to make the ball or not. You're playing the cue ball. So, yeah, it's decent outside of possibly leaving a bank shot, but I've seen players bank on this table, but oh, now I made it just horrible. Almost. Yeah, that's he's laughing. He's like, man, how am I gonna get this one out? If you were trying to make that ball and get the breakout, you really had to put more into the stroke. This is an interesting case here, because if he actually tries to back cut this ball, he's gonna blow these balls wide open. So he's probably just gonna thin off them. It's getting kind of hard though. Now you play safe on the 1. I don't see why you would do anything else. On the other side of the ball, so you don't leave a look on this, which he did, but granted, it's super far away. I go blind trying to look at this ball. Oh, nice one. So, 8 inside, that's all you got. But he's on the 8 first. It is a big advantage. On this table, chances are your opponent's not going to run out. He's threatening. So you shoot the 1 down to this corner pocket and you hit it with a good stroke so the cue ball goes above the 8 coming this direction. Keep going, keep going. You don't want to depend on, Yeah, that's not good enough. You got to get that cue ball down here. You got to get that cue ball down past that side pocket. I mean, otherwise you're leaving the 8 straight in. Got to think about that. Yep, definitely cost him. Get the cue ball down there. He's got to cut the 8 up into the corner. It's much more difficult to back cut a ball that's raised up from center of the pocket on the side. 3-1 with an hour and 5 minutes down. Actually, I started the stream a little bit before that, so it's about an hour down. Now this is where you look at how they're doing this format, right? So you got a 2-hour match clock. You're up 3-1. All you have to do is not let the guy catch up, and you win the set. You're not allowed to safe break, though. You want to slow the game down, let people soft break playing 8-ball. Then you're like, man, you what are you, chicken? But in this one, I don't know what the actual rules are. Like, how many balls have to hit a rail. I know you just can't come off the corner of the ball and come up 2 rails like a straight pull break, but this dude is going to pull no punches on the break. He hits them good. Doesn't really favor you to have the break, though, because nobody's going to run out. Although I did see a player supposed to break and run, and they missed the 8. I was super impressed. I was rooting for him to break and run. I mean, if somebody break a run on this table, he really did something. I mean, you get the top players to play on this table. You're going to see some of that, but not going to see a lot of it. And don't forget, when you're playing a 9-foot table and you're playing 8-ball, the actual game of 8-ball becomes easier. Because there's less clusters involved. There's less breakouts you have to worry about. All of a sudden, I'm exhausted. Let me get a bang bang. All right, that'll wake me up. Ice and a bang bang. That was a good shot on the two. Just pull this one together here. Medium speed. Ooh. Might have a battle here, man. 3-2. And it is 40 minutes, 45 minutes remaining in the match. It's Christmas time, guys. Get some Jacobys. I just did some orders from people today. Check it out. Hey, it's TvMike, and I'm dedicating this one to the Dave. And hopefully I get it right, because this is only about my 55th take on this commercial. Serious. At like 4 in the morning. Over 10 years ago, I joined the Jacoby Custom Cues family as a sponsored authorized dealer. Jacoby Custom Cues are made in America. Hit me up to get a great deal. Let's take a few minutes to go over some of our products. The Blackout Cue, it comes as a brake jump or a straight breaker, available in a multitude of colors. Get the deluxe version with the sport grip for the added power and strength. Also, our featherweight and heavy hitter brake cues are available. Check out the Element collection for a nice colorful entry-level experience. Sometimes I call those colored laminates. Move up to the HB series or the Heritage series of cues, or come down for the Mag 1 or the Mag 2. There are standard line of cues. They come in all kinds of colors. Hit me up. Ask me what you want. I'll tell you what I got. Let's move on to some of the shafts. Our Black 4, that's our most recent black shaft, carbon fiber. You can also get a keel wood and all kinds of pins and variants. You got an Ultra Pro, you got a maple shaft. You can check out our original jump cues, maybe the new Nano jump cue, maybe the Extreme Jumper. We got everything you want. Hit me up if you want an extension. I get those out all the time. This is TvMike. I'm an authorized dealer. Hopefully, I can close this file out. Thanks. Players can take extended player breaks, and the referee usually stops the clock so it doesn't eat into the match time. This is our new Fireworks application launched for Fire Sticks and Android devices. If you got an iPhone, you can hit us up for another platform. But you get all your movies, TV series, all your sports, and 24/7 channels. You get your dog TV, you get your billiard TV. You can sign up at facebook.com/letsgetstreaming to send me a message. Use that QR code in the top right, and we'll see you soon. Really nice for a more affordable price. All right, here's another nice piece that's been around for a little while. It's 1500 Jacoby Custom Bloody Jasper, which is this red stone, and gold webbing. So you got this whole design thing here on the butt. Textured wrap, another ring, and then you have more bloody jasper in the points, and there's two different kind of woods in the points, and then you have all the way at the top arrow points with bloody jasper in it. So yeah, you can get a good deal on this one too, 1,500 bucks. Here, look at this one. I mean, this is gorgeous too. Really. It's great colors. I'm taking these pictures in my kitchen under on my stove oven because it has good light. I mean, this is all black through here, but this is just crazy. I mean, it's beautiful. I do not know. I remember seeing the blank. I do not know the process of that. I kind of have an idea, but even at that, it's like, I don't know how somebody would have the patience to do that. Yep. Alright, here we go with the other one. I'm just rotating this for you. I mean, just like any of our cues, they look better in person in light. I mean, you can see little sparkles and stuff in here. Actually, I mean, that's just, it's like a painting. I love it. You'll never see anything like that. I mean, maybe he'll make some more blanks that are like kind of this style, but he's like, I want to try something new. I was like, okay. Alright, so
I'm taking pictures on my stove where my light is. So it's pretty good light. I believe this is Buckeye Burrow. There's even a ring like that. Little blue ring. That's awesome.
All right, after an extended player break, we are back in action. The score is 3-2. It's a race of 7 with a 2-hour time limit on the match clock. And the match clock is probably about, I mean, when they go on a break like that, they stop the match timer. So you kind of got to, add 5 minutes in or something. There's probably about 35 minutes remaining, 40 at the most, in this match. So the important thing is to be ahead of your opponent, unless you want to get into a shootout, which is pretty interesting and frustrating at the same time, because if you miss your shootout ball and your opponent makes a shootout ball, you lose the set. There's nothing else to it. It's like horse. We got some people from Michigan watching. I tried to do all of Thumper's games, actually, because I figured people from Michigan would be watching, but I'm originally from Michigan, if you don't know. I remember Thumper from back in the day when I used to go to tournaments in Michigan and produce the events and broadcast all the gambling, and been doing this a long time, going on 14 years, almost 15. Sounds easy to say 15, but 2011. I'm seeing the comments. They're like, yeah, that table plays different, but you already know that. Of course it does. It's really tough table to play on. You want to get good at Chinese 8-ball, get yourself a Chinese 8-ball table. Guarantee if you can make balls on these tables, you develop the fundamentals to be steady and still and accurate and follow through. You're going to do well at making balls. Just like anything else. I like to play on these bucket tables because my stroke's so bad. I miss a ball, it'll still go in on a bucket table. There's a nice ball in the side pocket for Carlos. Unfortunately for him, he's got the 6 ball all the way up table. Otherwise, You could have the 2, the 5, and then the 8, and he'd be out. But are we getting a bridge utility to stretch? Probably. Yeah, it's a real long queue now. Oh, man. See what I mean? It's so tough. I mean, your average shot maker, not even somebody that pockets balls really well, is still going to have a tough time on this table because it's so tight. So when you're off, you know, on your aim to the pocket, exponentially, the I guess what I'm trying to say is, mathematically speaking, you're less likely to pocket a ball because there's less room for error. I want to play on one of these tables. I mean, I just want to, you know, get a feel and torture myself, I guess. I mean, I've always been somewhat of a masochist. But anyone that plays pool is really a masochist because they're just torturing themselves when they can't play good and you can't see improvement. You don't win, and if you're a gambler like me, you're gonna lose. You're gonna keep losing. You're gonna torture yourself. People of all shapes, sizes, abilities, disabilities, all over the world love to play this game. Once you play it and have some level of success, usually, even a small level of success, you know, break and run in pool league, you're hooked. Let's see here. We got. I mean, if it he's gonna play this one, stop it, and then play the other ball. He's still got. I don't know if he sees this, but he's got that other stripe up in the corner. Ideally, there would have been a nice run out, but now he's blocked up this hole by the 2, and Carlos still has this. The 6 up table. I'll tell you what the shot is here. Make the 13 and keep the cue ball on the rail. Because that ball is not in front of the hole. Just like that, sir. Chances of him back cutting this ball in or kicking it in are very small. But it's tough when, you know, if Carlos gets to the table, he's got balls on both sides. Wow. See, that was very close to actually pocketing that ball. But he didn't get a hit at all, so it's ball in hand. And I would think you want to play the 6 and then play safe and run for cover under the 8 ball. Yeah, I mean, he should have really took an angle. So it comes down towards the 2, like left side angle. I mean, that's crazy, right? It's crazy. He missed that ball, and I mean, it looks like it was just an easy shot, relatively speaking. Watching these guys makes me want to go play in a valley because I'm like, man, hell yeah, I'm like a champion. I can make balls. They'll fall for me. I played a set the other week after sitting around for a week and a half on the couch just doing work on my servers, and I lost $600 in a set thinking I can just get up and play. Spotting a guy 4 games to 15 who I'm supposed to spot the guy. It's probably a fair game. I think I'm still supposed to win, but when you make a game and you know you are the better player, the opponent knows you're the better player, you know you're the better player, you got to give some weight to try to make a fair game. I mean you don't have to. You can try to rob everyone and steal all over the place, but when you play for money, it's a little bit different. All right. Oh man, this is gonna be a tough shot here, but fortunately that ball, thumper stripe, is sitting in a crazy spot. That ball's not gonna go in unless you kick underneath it. I mean, this is the old 2-rail shot in the side pocket. That's the best you're going to do with that. Just trying to get it to a better position. I mean, this is still tough. I mean, he could make this 6. Unless he has a bottom stroke, he's got a draw on it. It still leaves a tough shot, even if it's a stop shot. See the angle? If that goes in, it counts. By the way, that's slop. Or flukes. There's another one of these bumping balls. This is like a golf game. Like, I'm going to set this ball up right here. By the side pocket. That's hole 6, really. I guess it depends which way you go around the table, but whoa, Nelly. What a draw shot. And then he drew himself right up on next to his opponent's ball, which makes this cueing a little more difficult, but it looks pretty straight in. He didn't move his body, but he was off on the aim. Look at this leave. Oh, man, he got lucky. Carlos is like, are you kidding me, brother? So I'm going to show you how we do this in Puerto Rico. I'm going to jump this ball. Yeah, let's go. This is a great opportunity here. I mean, this shot is not that bad if you can get over the shot. Wow, this is just... this is tough, but look at this. What a shot! What a shot. I'm going to make clip, my man. That was awesome. Yeah, I made a clip. That the recording is not very smooth. I'm going to have to go back in and do another clip off it. Nice job. Oh, man, that was awesome. If you guys are watching, you got to celebrate something like that. I mean, do you understand, like, when you jump a ball, you have to have weight and height behind the cue. This guy is basically jumping over his head because of his height. And he has no bridge. It's like a straight air bridge. I mean, that was really awesome. We're definitely going to go back and revisit that. Make a nice little clip for Carlos and people here at the Joy event. And Billiard Net Reels. And put that on TikTok. That was cool, man. That was cool. It is tied up at 3, making that jump shot, making the 8. I will do that clip tonight. It'll be fun. This is a battle now. We are tied up at 3 after it being 3-1. And like I said, if you've been following the match, if you've been following these matches in general, it's slated to be a race to 7, but whoever's ahead after 2 hours of gameplay is actually who the winner is. So there's 3 ways you can win. You can win by getting a 7 within 2 hours. You can win by being ahead in the match by game count when 2 hours is over, or you can win in a tiebreaker shootout. But like right now, if it goes ding 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 ding, they do a shootout because it's tied at 3. And the better shot maker on the spot shots will pull that one out. So that, I mean, making a jump shot like that in a situation like that, that is awesome. That gives you a lot of confidence. You're excited. You're happy about the game. You want to tell all your friends. So that's why we're gonna make some clips. I'm definitely making a clip. Yeah, like right now, live, there's not too many people watching. I don't have too many viewers, but like, people go back and later and watch stuff, and clips are always fun to do. People like watching clips all the time. I got nobody said nothing about that shot. See, that's what I'm talking about. But when I make a clip of that, the dude's gonna be a hero. Last time I made a clip and I did a little promo for Let's Get Streaming on the end of it, so people see it, you know, it helps me out. Advertisers, sponsors and stuff like that. It got 70,000 views. So that went viral. That was the biggest clip I made so far as being able to get genuine numbers. I mean, I checked the numbers on on Facebook it says 70,000 watched the video with Mikey McLean back cutting the ball, playing Mackey in the 10 ball match. 70,000. Okay, I wonder what the protocol is with all this checking the time and stuff. We're at 1 hour 47 minutes on the stream with a small, probably a 5 to 7 minute player break. And I started the stream probably 10-15 minutes before the match started, so 150, take 10 minutes off for the break, 140, and then add another 10 minutes. That's 130. So we probably got about a half hour left of gameplay. Somebody's going to have a huge advantage to win the match, whoever wins this rack. Or as they call it, a frame. Or a game, really. Snooker's always called a frame. Bowling's a frame. But really, one frame in bowling is just like 1/10 of the actual match of the game. Really. 10 frames in a game of bowling, a full game of bowling. I mean, here's a jump. That's pretty good. But whoever gets to 4 first right now with 20-30 minutes left, huge advantage. This game is the most important game of this entire set. There's another jumper. Got over the ball clean. Lots of congestion in this game. Nothing's going to be over within a couple innings, that's for sure. He almost banks that ball on the side. I'm not sure who was favored. I mean, I guess solids are probably the more favorite, but I don't know. It's like, it's tough to say because where the balls are. That ball's holding up. The one is still in the pocket up in the corner, and Carlos's 13 ball, which is a stripe, is pinned in there pretty good. You got this ball. That's a good idea to open those up. That's a good idea. Now he needs to just get that ball out by hook or by crook any way possible up by the 4 before Thumper has, like, say 3 balls remaining on the table. But he just played it. He played a nice safety there. I mean, I might even blast this ball. I might even kick between the one, little bit of left, hit that 13, create some separation. You got to get that ball out. That is the most important thing. If you mess around and let him make 3 or 4 balls, you might not win the game. I mean, this is really important. You got to analyze it like this because it's so difficult to make balls on this table. So even if the tables are open, you got 5 balls open, chances are you're going to get another shot. But can you make 2 balls in a row? Can you make 3? Higher percentage than making 5. Get that ball out. Just blast it. Get it out. Steal the hole. Do something. Get it out. You have to steal that hole. I would have liked getting that ball away from that pocket, really, because there's so many, congestions. He's got all these solids up here. He really has, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 balls in this area. Every single ball on the table is still there except for the 6s by the side. The 6 is in a horrible spot. This would be his to his advantage to get this ball in there. What a shot. That's the first time I've seen somebody follow a ball in. That was monstrous. Now, if he can just make this ball and float up, get out of there. Wow. I mean, I have no favorites. I'm just trying to see a good match. I mean, I do know Thumper. He's probably the favorite. He seems to be a bit of a better shot maker in these conditions. But this has turned into a battle. I mean, if he would have just not scratched on that shot, he would have been right down there for the 8th in the corner. Pretty high percentage shot, I would think. But this kind of favors Thumper a little bit. He's just got to control this cue ball. That's not. I would duck here. Don't leave your opponent anything on this 8. You still have 4 balls remaining. You got to get the 6 out. You can make the 2 inside, but you're going to run the cue ball down here if you miss it. 2-way shot. Safety. Hit the 5 firm. Keep it ducked on the 7. Move the 6. Perfect shot. Perfect shot. I like that. It's really, I mean, obviously you got like a Hail Mary kick shot just to get a hit on this ball. Ball in hand, sir, for Thumper. I think it's still about dead even right now in this game, even with only 1 8-ball, because of where it is, even with ball in hand. I mean, it doesn't hurt you to play safe again, which is probably what he's doing, but I would get this 7 out the rail more. Put a little more. There you go. Get it out there a little bit more. That's strong. That improves his position for the next inning. I'll tell you, this match has been a lot of fun, actually. Yeah, mean, to kick that ball from that position, I don't even think it's possible with 2 rails. So, I mean, if you're playing bar table pool, most people are probably going to win from this position. That's a nice 6 ball. This is good. It's all about making a nice follow through to the corner. I don't know what kind of, I think he's got a little bit of a funny angle. So he's playing just another safety. Okay. I mean, he hit it great. The 8 is pinned by the 5. It'd be nice to get, okay, well that's not bad at all, but it'd have been nice to like hit that more in the face and move the 8 towards the pocket to not only threaten in the next inning, but tie up that hole. So, you know, he can't shoot the 5 over there if he had that opportunity. So that's another 2-way shot. He's playing the cue ball. He's like, I'm not going to let you, you know, see anything very easy. I mean, he's going to have to stretch to even try to get this 8 to get cut over to the bottom right. He's going to have to use all his tricks. Double extension, bridge. It's far out here. Yep. Oh, he's going to go the other way. Oh, he's going to go for the bank. Be careful what you don't sell out. Well, that changes a few things. That does change a few things. Neither one of these shots are relatively high percentage. That was a good hit. Man, that ain't bad. That's not a bad leave. That's not a horrible leave. You can pocket that ball in the side hole, and you're gonna come across and get on the rail for the 8. Oh, he's just gonna duck. He's gonna leave. He's gonna block the bank shot. And the 5 is set up pretty reasonably. I mean, this can be, I mean, you can miss this ball. I think there's enough of it where you can cut it and not worry about missing, because it's not really that far high up on the table. Ooh. That's a long ways. That's a big fairway. That's like 8 feet. Like I said, this is the most important rack of this game. They're tied at 3. Whoever wins this game has got a much higher percentage to win the set. Much higher. Because are you going to have enough time to get another rack through? Wow. Ooh. That's very dangerous. You really got to focus. I like this. He's taking his time. He's getting an aim. He's looking at the pocket. You just really got to make this ball. It's a huge advantage to win this match. It's a good thing for Carlos. He's up 4-3 now. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, if they only have 20 minutes remaining, who's ever ahead when the clock is over is who the winner is. So that's huge. I mean, Thumper has to win the next game before the clock runs out to force a shootout. Otherwise, he doesn't win. It kind of does make it a little more drama. But the whole race to 7 thing, I mean, it's fairly unrealistic to finish the race to 7, in my opinion. Man, if I was a betting man, after what I've seen from the warm-ups, or like half the probably, you know, the first game or what have you, I would have thought that Russell was at least a 60-65% favorite to win this match because of the possible deficiencies of reaching balls and pocketing the balls from Carlos. But Carlos is in the lead. I mean, this goes to show you that nothing is for certain. I mean, I lost like $20,000 in 1 month because of that fact, gambling on pool matches. But you just never know, and this table makes everything so much more difficult. But this is, I mean, this looks good for Thumper to get it all the way down this far in the rack already. I mean, like I said, he's got to hurry up and win this game to make it a tie. And we still only got like 15 people watching. It blows me away. I mean, what else is there going on? I mean, granted, it's like a weeknight and stuff, but it's prime time. It's like 7, 8 o'clock. People are home watching TV or pool or whatever they're doing. I mean, when I broadcast so much, I end up building up such a following that people will watch anything I do. And this is certainly content that you're not going to see very often. This is the first time I've ever even done a Chinese 8-ball match. Now, I mean, look at this ball in the pocket. Like, it's taken up almost the entire pocket. There's no room on it. That's how tight these pockets are. This is a smart shot. He's playing the cue ball. I mean, you want to make the highlight reel, jump this 6 in. Certainly possible. Let's go. I mean, that's the shot. You got to get lucky to get back on the 8, but it is a shot. He would have had something in the same pocket on the 8. I think reasonably here would be to play safe. Or shoot at this ball and get it out of the way. I mean, it's kind of safe. Not really, but I guess it's safe. Relatively speaking, who's going to back cut the 6 to the bottom left corner? Not many people are going to even try it. But he might try it because he needs to win this game. Banking this ball is not so bad either. Okay, well, he likes to put these balls by the side pocket. It's like I said, something you learn after watching these games. Like, you want to have something around a pocket that's really threatening. It's almost like one pocket in a way. You're like, well, if I miss this ball, I still want to put it over here so the guy's scared to shoot. He was going for it there. Now it's over by the other side pocket. But this will go in, and he can play this off the 6 to move the 6. That's what I would do. Just a little bit. You want to hit the 6, though, to move his ball and make it tougher. Is that the 4? I think they both have 2 balls now. I can't see what that I thought that was a stripe. If it's a stripe, then he's going to shoot it now. I mean, it's okay to miss that ball because where the 6 is, you're not shooting this in a hole, I don't think, without scratching. I mean, he gets, oh man, is this close? Carlos is in the lead, and this is probably the last game before we have to shut the... See, it's over 2 hours on the stream now, so it's probably 15 minutes remaining of game time. Carlos is in lead, and Thumper Russell's trying to catch up, so he ran all these balls off real fast. And now it's a battle to close it out. Can't say it wouldn't be exciting to see another shootout. This is a big one, man. You tie this up at 4, man. This has been a good match. Starts out at 3-1. Carlos comes back, ties it up, makes a great jump shot. That's huge. That is huge. We're tied at 4 with probably the last rack remaining, or they're just gonna, like, the clock's gonna go off soon. So if the clock goes off in the middle of the game and it's tied, it just goes to a shootout from what I understand. So whoever wants to win, you got to run these balls now. God, that song is on again. I've heard it like 30 times. I'm like, listen, I can't hear this song no more. It's driving me nuts. Sounds like the Cranberries, but once you hear something so many times, you're just like, come on now. Like, I think one year I was at the ACS Nationals in Vegas. And for some, or it might have been juniors or something, they just constantly kept playing Rush, and I was like, I like this, but like, I mean, people are not going to want to hear this constantly. It's a very mathematical band. All right, we are tied at 4, race to 7. The game clock is running out. It's like a hockey playoff game. You don't want to go into a shootout, so you're trying to score really quickly. This is going to be like, this is going to be, I don't even know what you're going to get in this game, because these guys are going to have to, like, they want to win really quick. Like, they got to just kind of get down on balls and shoot. I mean, you're running out of shot clock, but, like, you're probably going to see some sloppy decisions and something really quick, and it's going to come down to a shootout, I'm thinking. He's trying to make that ball. All right, well, this is, he's still got to get this 7 out. He can back cut the 5, which he does. Now the 8's in the center of the table. That's good. The biggest thing he's got is a 7. And there's not many ways to get to it. Ooh, man, that was a good shot. He might have a good lick on this ball. If so, you're going to shoot it, that's for sure. Oh, man, he wants to win this. This is unreal, because you would think the clock's going to go off. Now, if he wins this match by this rack, it's like this game has gone from this guy's supposed to win, this guy's now gonna win, you don't know who's gonna win, and then, you know, maybe Russell's gonna win again, and the clock's running out. Thumper's got 1 ball remaining besides the 8. But he's not going to see it very good. Carlos has got ball in hand. This is tough to win from here, though. These balls clustered up. He can shoot this 13, but if you're going to shoot that 13, you want to have an angle. Then again, it's probably best to shoot the 10 in the side, I'm thinking. Yeah, I mean, I think think this is the wrong shot, but if you miss it, you're not leaving all that much. Because, I mean, you want to get the problem ball out, right? So you would have wanted to play the 10 ball. Because that little 2 ball closer right there is screaming 2 innings. You're going to have to burn up an inning just to get to it. This could be a bank. This could be a duck. It is slop, so he might 2-rail this in. It's like a perfect 1-pocket shot. His opponent's like, please no. Please don't let that ball go in. There's a nice safety here. Move the 10 out of the way. Okay, you don't need to play safe. Just run out. Wow. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is shootout coming up. See, you know, the time is up. It don't matter. We're tied, so you got to have a shootout. This is pretty basic, but whoever misses don't win. I'll tell you that. Now, if they all miss, you just keep shooting until somebody makes a ball and somebody doesn't. You take turns with this. I don't know how they determine, do we flip a coin? Do we lag? Who gets the first shot? I mean, there's a lot of pressure in this. You have to shoot the spot shot. If you make the spot shot and your opponent doesn't, you're the winner. This is where you need the pool gods, that's for sure. If you're playing this format, you better practice this shot because it's going to come up if you're tied. It looks pretty good to me. What a shot. Wow. What a shot. That is clutch. Now this is really clutch. Thumper's got to drain this ball, otherwise Carlos is the winner of the match. This could be the last shot in California for Thumper. But it's a real good idea to go look at the ball, that's for sure. Go look at the contact point. This is stress, man. This is like playing for $1,000 right here on the 9 ball. Oh. I think that's it. We keep shooting? Carlos got the point. At this point, I'm a little confused because Carlos got the point. Let me see if this, I mean, is this now 5-4? I mean, maybe this is like, okay, you get the point, and then you get a chance to get a point. If you don't get the point, then you lose. So it's like you're guaranteed like 2 innings. So if he makes this, they're back to dead even. Okay, so now they're back to dead even when it was advantage for Carlos. I mean, this does bring a level of excitement to it, but what's he saying? Oh wow, that's big. That is big. No, he's got a return. Yeah, it's enough to put sweat on your brow, I'm sure. I mean, this is exciting, but like the whole aspect of like playing the actual game of 8-ball is so much more to it than just being able to make a spot shot under pressure. Well, it's advantage Carlos, or is it? Did he win? I think it's advantage Carlos. So if Carlos makes this shot, I think it's a wrap. Now, if he misses and then Thumper gets the 8, then I think it starts over again. After 2 hours of gameplay, we're just playing spot shots. Well, I know I'm going to eat something when this is over, but I think I have matches to do at 8:30 or 9 o'clock, so pretty soon. So they both missed, and it's Carlos's advantage, I believe. Nope. Now, if Thumper can make this one, it's back to even. Although it's just going to be in Carlos's favor because he made the shot and then Thumper missed it. Overcut time. He's been undercutting it. I think Carlos wins. Because he had so many opportunities, and it was advantage Carlos because he won the first part of the shootout. Wow. What a match. Unfortunately for Thumper, that's it for the tournament for his experience here this year at the Parasport World Championship in Los Angeles. Carlos will continue shooting, and I think he is in a qualifying spot. Yeah, he'll be in stage 2. Man, that was a really exciting game to watch. I had a lot of fun. Carlos is going to enjoy this clip. Hopefully he'll see it. A lot of people will see it once I'm done making it. I'm going to work on making it right now. Congratulations. And thanks for watching. TvMike's BilliardNet.tv. Make sure to like and follow my page on Facebook. If you're watching on Facebook, you probably already do. And make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Check out that channel. There's all kinds of great stuff on there. And BilliardNet.tv, their website, is also available. It's got like 10,000 videos on it. It's like my own version of YouTube. And we'll see you next time. That was really cool. Thanks to Digital Pool. This is our new Fireworks application launched for Fire Sticks and Android devices. If you got an iPhone, you can hit us up for another platform. But you get all your movies, TV series, all your sports, and 24/7 channels. You get your dog TV, you get your billiard TV. You can sign up at facebook.com/Let's Get Streaming to send me a message. Use that QR code in the top right, and we'll see you soon. All right, guys, we're in a busy pool room. We've got some great improvements in the industry here. You can now get an entire month for a free trial of Let's Get Streaming TV service. You heard me, it's a fantastic deal. You can't turn down. We'll help you configure it, and you will have an entire month. Hit up TvMike, and we'll get back to you and get you going. The best apps, the best tech support, the best service you can get in this industry. I promise you, you won't regret it. Get our deluxe package for $44.97 a month. Cut the cord, cut the box, go mobile, and let's get streaming. Hit me up. Thank you. All right, guys. We're in a busy pool room. We've got some great improvements in the industry here. You can now get an entire month for a free trial of Let's Get Streaming TV service. You heard me, it's a fantastic deal. You can't turn down. We'll help you configure it, and you will have an entire month. Hit up TvMike, and we'll get back to you and get you going. The best apps, the best tech support, the best service you can get in this industry. I promise you, you won't regret it. Get our deluxe package for $44.97 a month. Cut the cord, cut the box, go mobile, and let's get streaming. Hit me up. Thank you. Hey, it's TvMike, and I'm dedicating this one to the Dave. And hopefully I get it right, because this is only about my 55th take on this commercial. Serious, at like 4 in the morning. Over 10 years ago, I joined the Jacoby Custom Cues family as a sponsored authorized dealer. Jacoby Custom Cues are made in America. Hit me up to get a great deal. Let's take a few minutes to go over some of our products. The Blackout Cue, it comes as a brake jump or a straight breaker, available in a multitude of colors. Get the deluxe version with the sport grip for the added power and strength. Also, our featherweight and heavy hitter brake cues are available. Check out the Element collection for a nice colorful entry-level experience. Sometimes I call those colored laminates. Move up to the HB series or the Heritage series of cues, or come down for the Mag 1 or the Mag 2. There are standard line of cues. They come in all kinds of colors. Hit me up, ask me what you want, I'll tell you what I got. Let's move on to some of the shafts. Our Black 4, that's our most recent black shaft, carbon fiber. You can also get a Keelwood and all kinds of pins and variants. You got an Ultra Pro, you got a maple shaft. You can check out our original jump cues, maybe the new Nano jump cue, maybe the Extreme Jumper. We got everything you want. Hit me up if you want an extension. I get those out all the time. This is TvMike. I'm an authorized dealer. Hopefully I can close this file out. Thanks.